Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about the latest features of the Deathlord Companion app that I've been building over the past few weeks. The One of the big differences is that it's now got two windows. There's the main window right here, and then there is a spells window on the right side, because some people might know those spells by heart and not want to see any of this information in there, or sometimes they might want to toggle viewing those spells on and off. And this is very easily done right now via regular windows, where you open the spell window, you press Alt S, and it will open the spell window. So that's the first obvious change. The second change, or many other changes, let's go through them, is now that you launch the app, you are going to be automatically launching Deathlord, obviously. And you can select, as usual, the boot disk and the scenario disks and everything. So I've already selected them, and I've started the booting process, but I paused it. So let's unpause, and now it's booting. So the booting process is decently quick, but if you die a lot and you want to restart a lot, you might want to go a lot faster. The problem with Deathlord is that you can't just accelerate the emulation layer, because Deathlord itself will go too fast, and then you will die of hunger very quickly. So the way I've done it is that I'm disabling the speed change when you're in game. So when you're in game, you are always at normal speeds. But what you can do is to change your speed now to, let's say, very fast speeds at start. So as you can see, it goes a lot faster. And so if I want to reboot the game, it goes, it's pretty much instantaneous. So it really helps for rebooting a million different times. So let's start the game, and you say use two drives, yes, and then you insert scenarios. Remember that you can either go here and say insert scenario disks right away, as long as you've selected them already, or you can press Alt greater than, so Alt Shift greater than, and then I press enter for the scenarios, and I'm in the game right away. So let me pause here for a second so that the food doesn't go. So I'm going for information on my players. So here I've got my players. There's nothing new here, except that, of course, we only see this information, your players' information there, and not on the right side. There's a couple of bug fixes, but overall things are fine. Now remember again that all this information that you see here, you can decently easily customize via some JSON files. And if you know exactly the memory that you want to look at and you want to display, you go into the profiles JSON file, and you select the memory you want to display, and it will display it automatically. So this stuff is highly configurable, and in fact you can also put additional sidebars on the side here, but it's a little bit unwieldy because of the Automap. And here we get to the Automap situation. So now the Automap has many changes. First of all, there's an Automap in Deathlord. Woohoo. Second, the Automap now has shows you this little guy in there, the yellow dot right at the bottom, and it pretty much, as closely as possible, will follow. Well, it will follow your footsteps for sure wherever you go, but it will also try to make sure that whatever tiles you've never seen yet, what we call fog of war, are not seen in the Automap. Sometimes there's a little bit of a discrepancy where you kind of see through walls for one tile or something like this. I'm still trying to figure out why that could happen. It's a little bit tricky, but overall it works pretty well. And the major changes in the Automap are here. Watch this. So now you go and you can have the Automap submenu. So you can show the map or hide the map. See, now here I've hidden the map, and I can show it again. You can show the fog of war or not, show the footsteps or not, and show hidden or unopened chests. I'll go through all of these. And you can also change your display. And you can also erase all map knowledge. What this does is basically says it's as if you've never been in this map before. So just erase everything right now. So let's go up and walk around here for a minute. So let's go remove the information, and then we're walking around, right? So we walk around, we go through things, we do certain things. You know, we're going to town, right? So now we're walking up. As you can see, the Automap is very large, and it's in fact all 64 by 64 tiles of a Deathlord map. Sometimes, especially in dungeons, you have much smaller levels, which are generally 32 by 32, and so they're a quadrant of the map. And you might want to zoom into those. And so the companion app has this ability to zoom into any quadrants, and you can choose them in the F1 to F5 function keys. So this is F1, which is the full map. If I go F2, I'm going to the top left quadrant. See, this is the top left quadrant. If I go F3, I go in the top right quadrant, and now I see a lot better the map. In fact, I see it at exactly the same size as the regular Deathlord map. And so, and you know, bottom left and bottom right. So now I don't know where I am. I'm in one of those quadrants here, and I want to move again. As soon as I move, I'm back in the quadrant that the player is in. So you can walk around, you can keep going, and so now I get out of that quadrant, and I'm into another quadrant, and it automatically shifts, and you can always again go back to the full map. Now let's go back to the quadrants here, and as you can see, there is the footsteps, so it will tell you exactly where you've been. Right, that's pretty cool, right? It tells you I've been here, 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 and here. Now, the thing you can do with the companion is, again, you can hide the footsteps as well, right? If you want to. But the other really interesting thing here is to show anything that's hidden or unopened. In this case, at this point, you haven't reached any hidden wall or anything. But let me show you the fog of war thing. So let's say you've played the game before, or you're one of those who wants to know everything and you're tired of looking for things. And you kind of want to know what secrets this map has. So you hit fog of war, and all of a sudden the map is completely revealed, including something here. Oh, that's interesting. And if you go back to the full map here, you got all sorts of things going on, and you also see some tiles that have this little star in here, and those tiles have hidden things in them. So you can let's look at the top left map, and here there's something. So obviously this is probably a trap, a pit, or something, and you can hide it if you don't want to see all these amazing little features. Of course, you can hide it and fall in the pit, and you're not going to be very happy. And however, here you can see that. And let's go through other maps. Like this is like special chests or something, and everything is very, very special in this area. And over here you have two areas here. You've got this wall is seems to be a very a fake wall, and here there's another fake wall, and here probably a pit. So this app really allows you to see pretty much everything in Deathlord. Not that you'd want to do it. You might want to play the game the regular way, but you know. Everybody's got their own way of playing, and Deathlord Companion allows you to play the way you want to play. So if you really want to play the old way, right, you can hide all of this. You can In fact, you can literally hide the map, and you can hide the spells if you want, but it's just informational. And this stuff down at the bottom, you can also remove, or you can say, hey, it's just information that I can see easily via the game itself. So let's say I wanna know about my mage 5 here. So I go info on 5, and then see he's Toshi Mahotsukai, level 2, age 55, blah 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 blah. All this information is there. It's the same information. In fact, it's this thing has more information. And see 10, 13, size 6, intelligence 19, dexterity 19, etc. etc. So in fact, this wizard is a very weak wizard, by the way. The other one, this mage 2, is a very weak wizard. Anyway, so you can play the game that way. In fact, you can even remove everything, so you can deactivate the profile, and now at this point you're playing Deathlord on essentially an Apple Win emulator. But that's not really what this is for. So we're gonna go back to choosing the Deathlord profiles, and then we're going to show the map, and we're going to show all the little goodies that we've got. So that's very cool. And we can also again see the map in its entirety, and that's how you can play the game of Deathlord. Hopefully this makes the game a lot more accessible and a lot more fun to play. Thank you.